10 unbelievable moments caught on doorbell camera.
From a car thief in California who nearly crashed through this person's front door.
Damn.
And an EF3 tornado in Virginia that was caught on this homeowner's Ring camera, to an industrial disaster in Texas that literally turned night into day, and a police chase in New York that came to a dramatic end in this person's yard. Here are 15 unbelievable moments caught on doorbell camera.
That's a peak specimen right there, I'll tell you what.
Rochester, New York is a large city on the shores of Lake Ontario. It's home to about 211,000 people, including 2 young criminals who tried to run from the police. On June 15th of 2022, 21-year-old Javer Marshall and 19-year-old Nasir Scifano led Rochester PD on a high-speed chase. It ended as they took a sharp turn in their black SUV, leading to this Hollywood-style crash captured on a local man's doorbell camera.
Oh, shit! Oh, damn! Yeah, bro came out to get a closer look. Yeah, okay, yeah, so that's smart. That was smart. He came out to see what happened. He's like, no, fuck that shit. I'm going back inside. Yeah, I think he thought that it was like, you know, like someone got in a bad wreck or something like that. Like just a random dude and he was coming to help. And after he saw the cops, like, oh, never mind, fuck that. They still try to run? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Javer and Nasir tried running on foot, but police quickly caught up with them and arrested both of them off camera. The man you see
why is he holding the dog like why is he riding the dog like a horse?
Police quickly caught up with them and arrested both of them off.
He's riding the dog like it's a toy horse. What the
camera. The man you see running away in this clip is the homeowner, Sean Irizarry. He told reporters that he heard screeching and a loud crash, so he ran outside to investigate. That's when he saw police pulling up with their weapons drawn. He scrambled inside for safety and let officers handle the situation. According to police, they found multiple loaded weapons inside the SUV. It's unclear what the suspects were up to when police initially tried pulling them over. A similar scene unfolded in Wasco, California on April 11th of 2023.
Turn it down? No, I don't think I will.
3. According to police, 21-year-old Steven Castillo decided to get high and steal a car. As he fled the scene, he veered.
Yo, he got high and then stole a car? Damn. Did he? Okay. What you're implying that he lockpicked a car? Okay, let me. The lockpicking B-roll gave me like the concept of like a dude getting blazed, and then he just locks in super hard and just lockpicks a door. But that's probably not what happened. He probably just walked into a car that had keys in it. That's a more likely situation. But it's just the B-roll led me to imagine a dude high as fuck, just like for some weird reason, being high just like locked him in so hard that he's like, I'm gonna steal a car. Never lockpicked in my life, but I'm gonna fucking do it.
Car. As he fled the scene, he veered off the road, hit a small hill, and nearly crashed through somebody's home. In this insane doorbell footage, the stolen car catches air and takes out one of the concrete pillars. When we slow it down, you can even see Castillo's arm hanging out the window. Police said he tried to flee the scene, but didn't make it very far. He was arrested and brought to Kern County Jail, where they discovered nitrous oxide in his possession. He was ultimately charged with DUI.
He got that kind of high. Never mind.
Possession of a stolen vehicle, and driving without a license.
What? His arm was just like, yeah, let's fucking go. Was he like putting his arms up like he's flying or something? What is he doing?
Portage, Michigan is a pharmaceutical city in Kalamazoo County. We say that because it's home to Pfizer's largest manufacturing plant, spanning a whopping 1,300 acres. That's about 36 football fields worth of floor space. On May 7th of 2024, the Pfizer building and other structures...
That's what gave me autism.
...were at risk when an EF2...
Fucking Pfizer! That's what gave me my autism,
The
chat.
tornado touched down in Portage. The tornado tore an 11-mile path of destruction across the city and damaged several homes and businesses. One local's doorbell camera recorded
I wasn't autistic until I got the shot.
crossed their yard and knocked over every tree in sight.
It wasn't the red 40? It was a little bit of the red 40. It was a little bit of the red 40. Okay, that is scary. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Every tree.
Our homeowner and their neighbors are glad
damn.
those trees fell toward the road. Others weren't so lucky. According to reports, over 500 structures sustained some level of damage. Of them, 60 were destroyed. Several people were also trapped inside a FedEx facility when the tornado caused the roof to collapse. Thankfully, all of them were safe and accounted for. Port Neches, Texas, is a small city in Jefferson County, roughly 95 miles east of Houston.
What?
It's home to about
Portionatus? What?
14,000, many of whom lived through one of the worst chemical plant disasters in U.S. history. The TPC Group chemical plant opened outside of Port Neches in 1944.
Port Neches. Okay.
It specialized in liquid butadiene.
I think beef tallow will help with the autism. Then maybe you could play sports and pay taxes. You know, that's what I need. I need to go to Steak and Shake, get them fucking beef tallow fries, and then that'll cure the autism, and I'll finally be able to pay off my taxes.
Highly flammable petroleum-based chemicals used in plastic
I think that's
production.
the secret, chat.
On the night before
Get some
Thanksgiving of
fucking beef tallow
2019, locals awoke to what sounded like a nuclear bomb going off down the street. A few doorbell
Beef tallow? No, beef tallow. All right? Get it fucking right. It's better than that trashy seed oil. I love the beef tallow.
cameras captured the blast and one man's hysterical reaction.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! God damn! He even did the fucking like, holy shit! He did the fucking pulling up the shorts shit. God damn!
How you doing, Dad? One hell of a boom. Get back in the house. I call 911.
We can't blame our
Pretty sure everyone's dialing 911.
friend for standing there in his boxers. Imagine
I feel like his name is Carl. Oh, definitely.
hopping out of bed and seeing a giant mushroom cloud down the street. You wouldn't be worried about your outfit, would you? According to reports, one main explosion and two minor explosions rocked Port Neches and surrounding communities. Those within 30 miles of the blast could feel its intensity. It damaged several homes and buildings nearby and forced the evacuation of nearly 60,000 people. A massive
damn.
fire burned for 6 days before finally dying on December 3rd. According to some reports, smaller fires at the plant burned for over a month. So what exactly happened to cause such a massive blast? An investigation by the U.S. Chemical Safety and Hazard Board blamed the explosion on popcorn. Let us explain. When mixed with oxygen, pure butadiene can form a solid material called popcorn polymer. As popcorn polymer accumulates, it expands inside the piping systems, much like popcorn inside a microwavable bag. If left unchecked, it'll grow and grow until kaboom. Investigators determined that popcorn polymer formed inside a decommissioned pipe for 114 days. In other words, workers spent nearly 4 months inside a ticking time bomb. The
Good thing it happened at night, though.
pipe finally burst the night before Thanksgiving, spilling 6,000 gallons of butadiene into the facility. A massive and highly flammable vapor cloud filled the space. 2 minutes later, it found an ignition source and blew the building sky high. 4 TPC employees and a security contractor were injured during the blast. That blast caused over $150 million in off-site property damage, and TPC fell into $1.3 billion worth of debt between cleanup, lawsuits, and fines. Xavier Otero
Can we eat the popcorn polymer? Maybe.
thought he had hatched the perfect scheme. While posing as a delivery driver, he'd walk up to a door with a package in his hands. When the door opened, the 37-year-old criminal would force himself inside, restrain the homeowner, and rob them blind. On April 14th of 2023, he put his plan into action after targeting a house on Maple
God, it looks like such a
Street
loser.
in East Haven, Connecticut. Thankfully, the homeowner's doorbell camera captured the altercation.
I don't think this is for you.
Oh shit! Dude! Oh my god! Did you see his fucking face? He just gave him one push. Dude, he's just like, oh fuck, bro. Never mind. Never mind. Dude, what a pussy. He had a gun. He had a fucking gun too. He's just like, bro, holy shit. Dude, that was badass. That's so funny, dude. Oh my god.
The homeowner knew he was in trouble when Xavier grabbed the door. He saw the would-be robber draw his weapon, and his first thought was to push him away. Xavier wasn't expecting a fight, so he ran back to his truck, and his getaway driver hit the gas. Police found Xavier and the
Yo! Yo! What the fuck? Yo, what's with this E-Rob haircut and this wannabe Eminem haircut? What the fuck? Yo! Who did your cut, bro? Who did your cut? Oh my god, that dude, honestly, your barber needs locked up, man. Your barber needs fucking locked up. Holy shit. Damn.
getaway driver, Gene Carrasquillo Torres, shortly after watching the homeowner's doorbell footage. Both men were arrested and charged with attempted armed robbery. Police also found zip ties, other weapons, and 1.1 kilos of fentanyl in Torres's home. Both men were held on $250,000 bond after their arrest. A month later, a third man was captured after police uncovered another—
Dude, why do they all, like, look the same? Like, they all look the same. Like, they got the same build.
Never under any circumstances let someone grab your door or enter your home without permission. If you feel threatened, lock the door and call the police immediately. While on the subject of police and doorbell cameras, let's head to Cass County, Missouri, where one homeowner's Nest camera captured a wild pursuit as it tore apart his backyard. It was November 10th of 2021, around 7 a.m. Our homeowner was sipping his morning coffee when he heard police sirens heading up the street. That's when a stolen white pickup truck drove across his lawn and took out his children's swing set.
No! Bro went to a cul-de-sac. Don't do it! Don't do it! No! Oh, no, why? Anything but the
Thankfully,
playset.
nobody was on the swing set when the truck thief rolled through. According to the homeowner, police caught the suspect off camera and arrested him on several felony charges. For these parents in Manchester, England, an accident outside their home turned their average April afternoon into a living nightmare. It was April 6th of 2024. A crane had just arrived on Flapperfold Lane to move a 20-foot shipping container
Flapperfold?
off a nearby plane.
Wanna go to Flapperfold Lane?
Meanwhile, a little girl
Eat some fucking beans and mash on
was outside
Flapper Lane.
on her tricycle, mesmerized by the whole thing. She's lucky her parents were watching and quickly ushered her inside when disaster struck.
Not right here.
Oh God.
Here. Quick left.
Oh, God. Child!
Oh, shit!
Oh!
Oh, shit! All right, okay, you're all right. Yeah, we're all right. Don't worry.
Thankfully, the little girl and everyone inside the apartment complex were okay. We can't
Wow.
say the same for their home, though. The container smashed through several first-floor windows. Meanwhile, the crane arm collapsed the roof and destroyed an upstairs bedroom. While they haven't confirmed a cause, authorities believe strong winds from Storm Kathleen were to blame. Unfortunately,
Move your cam so we can see it better. Wait, what? What do you mean?
repairs have been somewhat
What are you missing? Fat head in the way of what? What? You can see it just fine. Like there's nothing you're missing. It's just that's it. The crane.
Oh, shit!
You saw it fall. It's not a big deal. Quit fucking crying.
inside the apartment complex were okay. We can't say the same for their home, though. The container smashed through several first-floor windows. Meanwhile, the crane arm collapsed the roof and destroyed.
I'm just confused. Like, why? Where is that going? Where are they putting the shipping container? I'm just confused on like, what they're going up with it? They're just bringing it up, just air it out a little bit.
Destroyed an upstairs bedroom. While they haven't confirmed a cause, authorities believe strong winds from Storm Kathleen were to blame. Unfortunately, repairs have been somewhat slow. In this Google Maps image from June of 2024, you can still see a massive hole in the building where the crane arm landed.
Well, obviously, it's an apartment building. Do you really think landlords are actually going to take care of it?
Most home security cameras only capture delivery people with packages or squirrels trying to get into your bird feeder. Ideally, they never have to record anything that could threaten your property, like robbers or freak tornadoes. On April 30th of 2023, residents in Virginia Beach awoke to a powerful storm system moving in from parts of Georgia and South Carolina. Then, around 5:45 that evening, an EF3 tornado touched down over the eastern branch of Lynn Haven River. One local's Ring camera captured the storm as it moved over a small Virginia Beach neighborhood. Watch how it upends everything in sight and leaves their backyard unrecognizable.
But the camera stayed. What brand camera is this? Would be a great ad. What brand camera is this? Look how stable it is. It's not even moving.
Thankfully, nobody was injured when this tornado tore a 4.5-mile
can't
path
hear it.
across Virginia Beach.
Yeah, sorry.
According to the National Weather Service, wind speeds peaked at 145 miles per hour. Roughly 115 houses were damaged. Several vehicles were overturned. And
Not
some
my
people's
boat!
boats were tossed onto dry land. About 1,500 miles away, in the small town of Tivoli, Texas, something similar occurred at one family's RV park. Their Ring camera was recording as they prepared their business for a fast-approaching tornado. They finally run inside.
Of course that dude's
Then,
out there.
moments later, the storm roars through.
Holy shit! There it goes! Damn! I can't hear it, Chad. I can't hear it. That was pretty tame.
We believe
Too
this
quiet?
storm occurred over Gator RV Park in Tivoli. Nobody was hurt, and the tornado did not appear strong enough to cause significant damage. On September 6th of 2023, a Ring camera in Racine, Wisconsin captured one of the scariest traffic accidents you'll ever see. It
All
occurred
right.
at the intersection of Shoup and Gould Streets, which will tie in when we
Shoup?
explain what happened later.
Bro, hey, yo, where the fuck you live, Shoop? Bro, I live on fucking Shoop Street. 455 Shoop.
For now, know that a school bus driver blew through a stop sign, leading to this T-bone collision.
A school bus driver? What the fuck? Oh, shit! Oh! Please don't have any children on that bus. Please.
Thankfully, no children were on the
Oh,
bus
thank
when
God.
it crashed. According to police, the two drivers got the worst of it. Both had to be extracted from the wreck and treated at the hospital for various injuries. There were also 6 people on the city bus when
Oh,
it crashed,
shit.
but they were okay aside from a few bumps and bruises. While the video shows the bus running the stop sign, it
Oh.
doesn't tell the whole story. Neighbors had been complaining about the Shoup and Gould stop sign for weeks. It was blocked by an overgrown tree, meaning you couldn't see it until the last second. Police pictures from the day of the crash confirm what the bus driver saw and help explain why the driver ran the intersection. We wouldn't have seen the stop sign either. The tree was noticeably trimmed after the accident. Maybe next time the city will act before
Oh, yeah, you can see it right there.
a school bus flips over. They're lucky it was empty other than the driver and assistant.
Yeah, that would have killed some kids.
Picture this. It's shortly after 6 p.m. and
I'm
you're
picturing-
just sitting down for dinner after a
I'm
long
picturing-
day's work.
Yeah.
Then, without warning, kaboom! You hear a massive explosion outside, only to see your neighbor's house going up in a ball of flames. That was the scene in Gates, New York on December 9th of 2020. Thankfully, nobody
Yo, we got another goal? Oh, shit.
was inside the home when this doorbell
Dude, I'm missing the game, chat. I'm missing the fucking game for your asses.
camera captured its final moments.
Oh, shit! God damn!
Police and firefighters expected the worst when they arrived on the scene. Thankfully, the homeowners were out of the house when it blew. They
Tactical
finally
nuke.
controlled the fire after it spread to 2 more houses, severely damaging one person's garage. Cleanup crews arrived in the morning to haul away the bits and pieces. The scene looked like a bomb had exploded inside the house. Looking back at the footage, you can see that classic mushroom cloud forming over the blast site.
Yeah, what the
People
fuck happened?
were rightfully worried, but the police assured them that it was an accident. An investigation determined that the homeowner had tinkered with a component of the interior gas meter. It caused a slow natural gas leak, which blew the property to bits
Classic.
when it found an ignition source. Barhaven, Canada is a small Ottawa suburb home to roughly 103,000 people. Regarding extreme weather, residents typically worry about harsh winters and powerful thunderstorms. Tornadoes aren't usually top of the mind. That changed on July 13th of 2023, when not one but 2 twisters touched down in the community. One local
There's a dude driving right now. He can give a fuck.
According to Canadian weather reports, both storms only reached EF1 intensity. Still, you can see how much carnage a
My
weak tornado can
buckets!
cause in a city that isn't used to them. In the end, roughly 125 homes sustained damage and 1,600 people lost power. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like
I didn't. I hated it. Worst video ever.
Now it's time to walk away. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Did you laugh or cry or maybe subscribed? I'll thank you either way. You know I will miss you. I hope you return. Tell your friend or your mother to get me more views, please.